Hello everyone, this is Mr. Eric, and guess where I am today? I'm in the church's greenhouse on the other side of the parking lot in that building that we've had for many years, and there's many church educational supplies here. It's a wonderful house. That's where I'm speaking to you from today. And I'd like to talk about kings today. You know, kings, the rulers of countries. Kings usually wear a crown. How do you like my crown? Kings have a military, an army, they raise money, and they represent the country. Well, we're talking about God's people, the Jewish people. Remember last year we talked that they got out of Egypt, they wandered for 40 years, and they finally came to their own land. And for years, they didn't have a king except God was their king. But they looked around at other countries, and they all seemed to have a king, and that made them strong and powerful, so they wanted a king. They came to Samuel. Samuel was close to God. Samuel was God's prophet and spokesperson. They said, Samuel, we want a king. He said, you'll be sorry. No. God should be your king. If you have a king, they'll make your children fight in wars. They'll take money and property from you. But the people said, no, we want a king. So finally, Samuel agreed. They went to a place and God said, I will point out who the king shall be. And the name of the king was Saul. Here's a picture of the prophet pouring oil over Saul's head, naming him the Anointed One, the King of Israel. And people were excited. Now we have a king. Let's look at another representation of that. There, the old prophet is pouring oil over the younger man whose name is Saul. And the good thing about Saul was he looked like a king. He was tall. In fact, when he stood up, he was the tallest person in the whole country. You see how tall he is on the white there? And you see all the people lifting up their arms. They're so excited. We're going to have a king. We're going to be strong. We're going to be like other countries. Well, they get their king, but it does lead to problems and difficulties, and we'll talk about that some other time. Because you know, the story tells us that our only true king, the one we should serve and love always, is God. No human being is really our king. No president, no prime minister, no king. It's God who we owe all our love and loyalty to. And we'll talk more about that as time goes on. So I'm talking to you from the greenhouse. I want to say hi to Seamus and Eloise and Van and Julio and Merrick and Nolan and everybody else who's young at heart. This is Mr. Eric. Until next time, goodbye, and we'll talk more about kings and God. Take care. Bye.